Good morning. I'm Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures. I don't know if you heard that or not, but Kara's up in the tent. And yeah, we spent the night last night in a Buc-ee's parking lot. I've spent the night in a gas station parking lot before. I spent the night in a Walmart parking lot. We spent the night in a Cabela's parking lot. But I honestly think of all of them, this is the best. If you don't know what a Buc-ee's is, one, I'm sorry, but two, it's the most amazing convenience store like in the whole wide world. In the history of the world, it is the most amazing convenience store like ever. And they're pretty much only in Texas and I think a couple in Alabama. But we are not here about Buc-ee's. We are on our way to the southeast corner of New Mexico, to the Carlsbad area. We left last night after Kara got off work and drove to here to spend the night to get, about 5 hours closer. So we got to get up, get the tent put away, go do some shopping in Buc-ee's, and then head to New Mexico. Look who I have with me.
It's me.
My wife is back in a video.
In a video.
On a trip. Okay, this is our first trip. Just the two of us. In like 4 years. 3 years. Since our second trip to Colorado. Then we started inviting people. And we haven't been alone since then. That's right. I may demonetize it.
How long ago?
3 or 4 years.
4 years?
I think 4 years.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. But how was camping in Buc-ee's?
It was really good. It was a lot better than that Pilot parking lot.
It was a whole lot better than that one. If you have to urban camp
so clean.
in Texas, highly recommend Buc-ee's.
Get permission
because
first. Always talk to
yeah,
people.
get permission first. But because you got everything right there. It's amazing. So, but like I said before, this is not about Buc-ee's. This is about New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Where we have never been before. At least not this part of New Mexico. Going down to Carlsbad area, gonna check out the BLM land, gonna check out National Forests, gonna go to Carlsbad Caverns National Park.
I don't think
we may dip down to Guadalupe National Park.
I've been to Hot Springs. Have I ever been to National Park? Any other national park besides Hot Springs?
Canyonlands.
Yeah.
You've been there twice.
Yeah.
Other than that, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New state, new park.
That's right. And possibly one in Texas too. Guadalupe. We got to hit the road. We got 7 hours to go before we hit the Carlsbad area. So, time to drive. Ozark Overland Adventures is proudly supported by the More Expo, the Midwest's only indoor event for adventure travel enthusiasts. Artemis Overland Hardware. They have the passion and knowledge to ensure that your next outdoor experience is more than a camping trip, it's an adventure. And Long Creek Overland, your source for Ozark Overland Adventures merchandise and more.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, stay every single day. Yeah.
So what's the plan for tonight?
We're doing it.
I know, but
Just hanging out.
are we gonna stay down here and party hard? Cause I'm. It's so late.
Considering it's only 5:40
What? Oh, you right.
and it feels like it should be 10 o'clock.
I mean, I've had a long week. A long work week.
And we are going to stay nice and warm tonight with the new diesel heater. It's running off the Jackery 1500 just to power it all night. Should be no problem. And goes up into the tent. It's got a little remote control, so I can control the heat. I'm afraid we're actually gonna get hot. We'll see. Are you warm and cozy?
It feels great.
I'm dying.
Are you really?
I'm starting to sweat.
No, you're not.
Touch my forehead.
Oh, you're clammy.
I told you.
Ew.
When I said sleep naked with no covers in 30-degree weather, I was joking earlier, but no, it's real. No,
No, don't open the window.
No, I'm absolutely opening the window. I am dying over here.
This is not like.
This is like being in the jungle, not the winter desert.
It feels amazing. My feet are a little chilly, actually. They are at the very end.
There's nothing about my body that is chilly at all. No, I'm opening this window.
You feel my feet?
Yes, it feels amazing. Touch all of me with your feet. I'll give you an update on the diesel heater, which made it so warm and cozy. But this is actually an 8 kilowatt diesel heater, which is way overkill because we were running it at under 2 kilowatts last night and stayed nice and warm. But it has used, in this little gallon of gas, it's used about 2/3 of a gallon over the last 10 hours. 10 hours is a long time. And the Jackery is still at 95%. As you can see, after it's started up, it's only pulling 5 watts to continuously run all night.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. We slept so good in here last night. I could possibly do this in a rooftop tent, camping all the time. It's amazing. All because of this little, you can see it right there. It's the tube that comes in from the little heater downstairs, and it even has its own little remote.
In case you're wondering, will a Jackery 1500 run a hairdryer on high? The answer is yes. This is how we rough it, people.
I just took a shower.
Kinda.
It felt great. It was a little chilly.
Did you have fun last night?
That was the best on a camp. It was amazing.
I love that campsite.
The campsite wasn't spectacular. Like, it was great. It was, don't get me wrong, but it was just intense in the warmth and all that. Sleeping for 10 hours.
The sleeping for 10 hours was fantastic,
I haven't done that in so long.
considering how little sleep we have gotten this week. I love to see these washes after a heavy rain.
I mean, they kept telling you to watch for water. Look at all those, whatever they are, cactus plant things.
What's next?
Up there on that ridge, they're just everywhere.
That wouldn't have been a bad spot to stay.
No. Except for that plastic.
And we would have
Get
picked
that
that
trash
up.
bag.
We would have picked that up.
Yeah, we need to go get that.
Right now?
Yeah, go get that.
Okay.
We drove by the campsite. It's a really nice campsite here. But it had some trash. So I told Matt we need to go get it. Thank you, love.
Welcome. Morning, cow. We got these two, I assume bighorn sheep, but I don't know if you can tell, but way up there, there's one looking down on us from the top. We made it to Carlsbad Caverns National Park. I'm so excited. Oh, we have decided to go with the hike into the caverns, which looks really cool. And then we'll take the elevator out.
Everybody takes the elevator out. At least that's what it said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says it's all one exit.
Oh, okay. There we go.
But you can take an elevator in if you don't
Oh,
hike.
Okay, gotcha. This cactus lining the whole walls of this thing. No, no, you found trying to climb over. This reminds me of the Schaefer Trail, but walking.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh, look at that.
You can see it?
Yeah, right there.
Can we put our mask on now?
Yeah, probably should.
Because of smell.
You don't like the smell of bat guano? No. That's so cool. What do you think they have at the snack bar?
I don't know. I've never had a snack bar in a cave.
I bet it's like guacamole.
Guano and chips.
All right, so what are the odds of there being a Chick-fil-A down here?
I don't think so,
No. Yeah, that doesn't look like a Chick-fil-A. Well, there was no bat chips and guacamole. But there is a cave cookie. No problem. That is called the lion's tail. I can see why.
Right now it looks like all white.
Carlsbad Caverns. Very cool place.
Very cool.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
And the drive out here is gorgeous.
It really is. It's so pretty. I wish you would have seen one of those ring-tailed cats that they say that live in the caverns.
I don't think many people get to see those.
No, because they only come out at night.
They're very loose.
Unless you have beef jerky, according to the park ranger.
That is actually true. Well, we have gone into town and had a delicious, really early dinner.
It was really good.
What is it called?
The Lucky Bull.
The Lucky Bull. Highly recommend.
The carne asada fries.
Oh yeah, carne French fries with queso, carne asada. It was so amazing.
And yeah,
it was really good.
Hatch,
We did not video.
And Hatch green chili too.
Oh yeah, that too. Now the sun is setting, and we're just driving outside of town to find a place to
Pitch a tent.
pitch a tent. We've got a couple spots marked on Gaia, just outside of Carlsbad, and we're gonna go find camp.
We got some firewood at Walmart.
So that we got some firewood, so and scrounged up desert wood that burns super fast. We'll see how this goes, but I never bought firewood before, like ever. But it's a necessity out here because it's not like there's a lot of trees. Well, we found what I think is going to be a really nice spot, maybe about a mile off the highway. We can hear a little bit of the highway noise from here, but it's not bad. But we've got some great views all around because we're up on this hilltop. This moonrise tonight is amazing. We've got a nice fire going. I don't think you can see anything. We've got some city lights back there from Carlsbad. But some great views. The sun was setting just over there, and it was really nice. Stars are nice, but I think this is going to be a good spot for tonight. And we're close to the highway because in the morning we're going to wake up and head down to Guadalupe Mountains National Park and hit that, and then go do some exploring out in the BLM and National Forest land. So that's the plan, but I think we're just going to enjoy this spot tonight.
So we had a great night at camp last night. We slept really good. I actually got a little warm. We didn't have the gas heater hooked up last night just because it had started throwing an error code. So we had just the electric blanket and the Jackery, which kept us pretty cozy. We put it underneath us, and so I actually got too warm, but it was pretty good. It's a beautiful day. Today we're headed to Texas, just a little bit over the New Mexico border to Guadalupe Mountains National Park, just so we're here close next to it, so why not? And then we're headed back. We're gonna go back here to New Mexico and do some exploring around Carlsbad area. There's just so much to see, of course, and can't get it all in one trip, unfortunately, but we're gonna do the best that we can.
What a life these people used to live.
They made a trek 60 miles into town. They would load up their wagon every night. They would cover their vegetables and their fruit with wet towels to keep them fresh in the mornings. And then they would sell their produce at the market.
Oh, wow.
60 miles away.
That's crazy. This is the spring house. 6 gallons a minute.
That's a lot of water.
Wow. He said it's drinkable. Let's try it. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good water. Wow. Do what? So this was like the little schoolhouse?
Yeah, did you read that?
The gas generator thing?
No.
No.
They hired the teacher for $30, a horse, and room and board. And there's 8 kids.
I guess this is her room and board right here.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they definitely had one heck of a view here.
Like I guess they had their own like little irrigation. Like
So it looks like. I mean, that spring would keep this all well watered. Wow, it's tucked up in here to the Guadalupe Mountains. The water is so clear. Whoa. I got wet. Yep. Showing up on camera, but right over there is White Sands, and I don't know for sure.
Maybe cloud.
But that looks like a sandstorm. We left the warm desert of the Carlsbad area to come here where it's freezing.
I heard they had good facials
and a sandstorm.
Dermabrasions.
White Sands Missile Range. When flashing, expect delays because they're shooting missiles.
It's just crazy. Like, do they shoot over this town?
I don't know. I don't know, but I bet it's really loud here when they're doing that.
Everybody duck? Is that like, or do they like?
How
stop the
pissed would
road?
you be if at like 3 a.m. they're doing nighttime testing?
I bet they don't do that. I bet they have ordinances on their missiles.
HOA rules?
Yeah.
Yeah. For missile testing.
Like, what do they test? Do they test, like, if it works? Like, if it doesn't go the right way?
I mean, it's new stuff. It's new technology.
I mean, that's a little bit worse than like a baseball.
How often do they do it? I mean, is this like a weekly thing?
I don't know.
Is this a monthly thing? Is this like, oh, once in a year they get new missiles to test?
And we're talking missiles.
Yeah, like missiles. Not like go up into space missiles, like blow up the bad guy missiles.
Really?
Yeah, like Tony Stark missiles. The sandstorm grows closer.
In a half mile, turn right.
Okay, so here's the situation. We spent a lot of time at Guadalupe Mountain National Park, and I found this, which is way cool. You can go through and get cancellation stamps, and you'll stamp it there, and then you can get the regional stamp and all the things. And yeah.
So we spent more time in Guadalupe than
And then
we
I
thought.
had to go to Carlsbad to get that one.
So then we had to go back to Carlsbad because
We didn't plan that.
had to get the stamp there. And by the time we did all that, it was a lot later in the day than we planned. So we didn't really have time to go explore the national forest nearby. And we didn't really have time to do anything else. So
But we also found that we were really close to White Sands National Park.
we did.
But it was too, like, we couldn't drive there yesterday because we would have got here way past time.
So we did what any married couple on vacation would do. We got a hotel room and we went out to dinner. But now we are at White Sands National Park, where it looks like there's a sandstorm in the distance. Maybe not, I don't know.
I really like the movie Dune. Kind of like Arrakis.
The drive here was absolutely gorgeous. Driving through this part of this kind of northwestern part of the Lincoln National Forest. What town? Cloudcroft. Cloudcroft. Really cool town. We didn't
There
stop.
were some fighting
But
elk
just-
and some elk.
We saw elk in town.
that was way
We
cool.
saw a whole herd of elk up on the hillside.
Yeah.
It was just absolutely gorgeous. So our plan now is to explore White Sands and check this national park out. And then we are going back up into that part of the Lincoln National Forest where
It's like 20 degrees
the highs
colder.
are in the 30s and the lows are in the 20s, which we did not prepare for because we did not plan on coming here.
They have a sled.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But right now we're going to go have fun here. Okay, who moved the Florida beaches to the middle of New Mexico? Like, I legit expect to see an ocean right on the other side of that. Now we're in Sandstorm.
There's literally sand everywhere.
That's a whole lot of sand.
Like, you know, we keep going and it's more sand.
And it messes with your eyes.
Yeah, like I'm squinting.
And it's not a sunny day,
No.
but it's just so
I
white.
feel like we should have like snow goggles on.
Yeah.
How's the climb, babe?
What?
How's the climb? Oh, look.
Real hard. My wife said, "Oh, honey,
I want a picture of what it looks like on the other side of that dune. That dune. So I'm now walking forever to go take a photo for my wife, because that's what love is. Wow, this is crazy. I kind of feel like I'm on top of the world. This is insane from here. Okay, I'm kind of glad I did this. White Sands was really cool.
That was way cool. There was so
I'm
much
glad we
sand.
came. I'm glad we came over here for that. But I may be almost as excited as what's next, because every time we drive through New Mexico, doesn't matter which area of New Mexico, I see signs for Alamogordo, which is where we are now.
Are you saying that right?
I don't know. Sounds right. Sounds good. Alamogordo. For Pistachio Land. Apparently they grow pistachios here, and I love pistachios.
Farm.
It's a pistachio farm, and they have the world's largest pistachio there. So we're going to Pistachio Land now, and then we're gonna go explore in the National Forest. Eventually, one of these days. Pistachio Land. See the world's largest
Pistachio. Oh.
pistachio. Oh my, that's big.
Here is better.
Bigger is better.
Part
Insert.
of the desert pistachios and wine.
Insert. That's what she said. The joke.
Stop.
Pistachio. That's a big pistachio.
Be daring and take their awesome tour.
Okay. I don't think we have time for that. I just want pistachios.
I mean, this is like a lot more populated than I thought it would be.
Look, they have a whole trolley tour. These are margarita lime pistachios. Okay, that is like seriously good. Totally getting some of those.
Garlic.
They've got a whole testing station. Oh my gosh. This is overwhelming. All right, this is the ranch. There's so many that are so good. Okay, this is bacon ranch.
Bacon ranch.
Bacon ranch is really good. All right, I need bacon ranch, and I definitely need the garlic and the lemon lime.
All of them?
What? Don't act like that's Friday. Right. These. That one. And that one. That should do it. Well, $88 worth of pistachios later. I kind of think it's worth it. What are you doing?
I'm bringing a delivery for you.
A delivery? What you got? What the crap? I thought we were going to lunch. I know what I'm having for lunch. What you got? That looks really good.
I know, it's an orange float.
Oh my gosh.
Pistachio chocolate ice cream sandwich.
That's massive.
Think.
You gotta try this. Oh man, that's really good. Oh, what?
How is it?
This is impossible to eat. So
I think it's something
you gotta deconstruct
you
it.
eat in phases.
Oh, I had coffee. Oh my gosh.
Oh, let me try back. I just want a little bit.
Of the ice cream or the everything?
I'll just try it.
Just no, you can't break that. It's crunchy. You gotta do that. It's a very crunchy cookie. It needs to be a chewy cookie. But I really go.
All right, it's time to go explore. See what amazing campsites we can find around here. Could be a water crossing. Yeah, that's the strangest thing. 5 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet.
What happens if water gets above that?
You don't cross.
Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't have a plan and the night is young. It doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like. There ain't nobody like. You look so beautiful. And I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you.
Okay, this section of trail legit starts at the runaway truck ramp.
Are we sure?
Not even playing.
I feel like this is wrong.
Nope. It's right.
So you take the runaway trail.
So we're not on the runaway ramp yet. This is just for the trucks to get to it. There's the runaway truck ramp. And we stay to the right.
Poor people, what happens when they get confused? If they stick to the right, they're going to just keep going and they're going to be running away forever.
I don't know. Hey, this is a public gate that is partially open.
I think we've called it open.
Let me go get it. It's kind of open. Yeah, I can only close half the gate. There. That's halfway closed. This is a beautiful spot. Let's take a look. Man, nice views from here. Alamogordo down there, White Sands in the distance. This is probably the most epic campsite we're going to find, but it is really windy up here. And as much as I would love to stay here, I just think it would beat us up pretty good. But God, I mean, 360-degree views all around. Plus across. I mean, that's awesome. Look how gorgeous this is. multiple firings up here. But gosh, it's just so windy. All right, I think we're gonna keep exploring. Oh, the views from here are incredible. We're on a different Forest Service road, a little further east of town, near Cloudcroft. Not so much looking for a campsite with epic views at this point. We'd really love to find something tucked in trees, protected from wind.
This is what campsite searching looks like with Matt. You park down here, and then he runs and checks it out. This is about the third place that he's done this at. He didn't stay up there very long. I don't know though. He's thinking about it. Where he would park, where he would open the tent. Oh, maybe this is the one.
After searching for a while, even some after dark, we did find
Several.
what I think is going to be...
Several camp spots.
There was quite a few. But I think we found one that's going to be really great tonight because it's very secluded. It's kind of down low in an area. So we're protected from the wind.
Had to adjust the levels
It's not,
a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely not so level here. But it's not, you know, an epic campsite with amazing views or anything. But it's dark. We don't care. We're leaving bright and early in the morning to head home.
I'm tired.
And we're just going to go to sleep. So, we've got a movie to watch. Kara is doing her national park books and putting her little stickers in there. So I'll show you around this campsite in the morning.
I think it's a pretty cool campsite.
It is. It's really nice. It's really secluded. Like
And-
nobody would find you in here. Y'all. My wife saw this cool game. It's a card game in one of the national parks. Which one? I don't know.
What are the three?
Called Don't
think it was
Die Out
Guadalupe.
There. It was like a cool survival card game. So
Yeah.
we're going to play it in the tent tonight. No. Someone didn't read the box.
It says playing cards.
It's just a box of regular playing cards
Well, what do they expect you to play?
with survival tips on each one. Like, here's the 3 of clubs, part 2 of how to do CPR.
So if you lose a 2 of clubs, you're screwed.
Here's the 10 of diamonds, how to read a compass.
You need that one.
And the Queen of Spades, evacuating the injured. Seriously.
I thought it was a game.
It's a game of survival.
I thought it was a real game, though.
It's not. We're gonna play
It
solid.
says playing cards.
That's what that means. It's a deck of playing cards. So we can play poker, we can play solitaire, we can do magic tricks.
I don't understand.
It's time to go to bed now. Good morning. It is a very brisk 27 degrees out here. And got even colder than that. Overnight, I think Kara saw like low 20s on her watch at some point. But we slept nice and cozy up there with all the blankets and the electric blanket. So it was a good night's sleep. But I promised you that I would show you around this this little campsite that we found. And it's actually a lot prettier in the daytime than I was expecting. Got a nice view of the mountains behind us, and it's just a big flat grassy circle. I was very bummed that there were no deer or elk around here when we woke up this morning.
But I mean, it's not exactly level. We do have the little traction pads under the rear tires to level the Jeep, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice little place, very secluded, tucked away in here. We had no wind issues last night, and it was great. So now it's like 6:30 in the morning. We gotta pack up and head home. So now just waiting on Kara to get dressed so she can come down from the tent and then put all that stuff away, and we'll hit the road. We have found a whole bunch of campsites further up this road that are real nice.
They have Aspen.
If we had only driven a little farther last night, although I like where we were, just very protected from the wind.
Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you.
What's going on, babe?
Well, the drone's up in the tree. I'm not sure which tree. Well, we found the drone. I don't know how I'm gonna get it down.
That was better. You look really cute in your Bucky pants.
Thanks. Okie dokie. My steak is long enough. Come on. Come on. I'm getting it. It's moving. Come on, baby. Oh, I caught it too. Yes, I got it. I got it. It is safe. Yes. Victory. Well, after almost losing my brand new drone, we are now in Cloudcroft, filling up with gas, and time to make the
I'm changing pants.
13-hour trip home. I did change out of my Bucky pajama pants for the trip home. So
Regrettingly.
they were very comfortable. But
Unfortunately, this trip's got to come to an end, and we've got to head home now.
I know it's a long ways home, but be sure to follow us and our crazy adventures. You can subscribe on Patreon, but be sure to like and hit the notification bell so that way you're alerted to where we're going next.
See you on the next adventure.
Bye.
Bye.